Good afternoon. The City of Elgin has been actively doing its part to slow the spread of the coronavirus. While there may be no truly good options in responding to the outbreak, there are opportunities to make good decisions. Keeping people home who don't have to be at city facilities to do their job is a good decision. Beginning this afternoon, entrance to all city facilities will be closed to the public. All essential city services, police, fire, public works, water, and sewer will continue without interruption. Other city business will continue being conducted to the greatest degree possible, using electronic communications and other means that do not require a physical presence at City Hall. Unfortunately, parks and recreation activities, special events, and artistic performances are being postponed. These closures will remain in effect through the end of March and will be continually reassessed as circumstances dictate. Limiting public gatherings is also a good decision. The City Council meetings scheduled for this Wednesday, March 18th, are being canceled, as are all other City Board and Commission meetings through the end of the month. Helping Elgin's residents, businesses, and social service agencies keep their finances in order is another good decision. The city will be initiating water shutoffs, will not be initiating water shutoffs during the outbreak to ensure all residents and businesses have continued access to this essential resource. Recognizing the potential for severe financial strain occurring within the community, the city will continue identifying programs and resources that minimize economic harm. Ensuring all government functions continue without interruption is also a good decision. I issued a proclamation of a state of emergency last Friday to speed the city's decision-making capabilities, and I will continue reporting to the community on the actions I have authorized in accordance with that proclamation. Please take the time to listen to the information Fire Chief Robb Cagann, Public Health Manager Brad Bohner, and Police Chief Anna Lalley will be providing in this video on the specific actions taken to date in response to the coronavirus. Stay safe and stay at home.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Robb Cagann, and I'm the Fire Chief of the Elgin Fire Department. And the city's emergency management responsibilities fall under the Fire Department. Starting today, we will be bringing you a daily video briefing on the COVID-19 situation. We will keep these videos short. However, we are going to spend a little extra time today to give you a broader perspective of all the city of Elgin has done and continues to do to address this situation. The Elgin Fire Department had been monitoring the initial outbreak of this virus in China back in January, and we began preparing for a possible outbreak in February. In the beginning of March, we implemented new procedures to increase the safety of firefighters, paramedics, and police officers who may be responding to a person who may have been exposed to this virus. During the past 2 weeks, all city departments have been working together to ensure the safety of the public and city employees through limiting interactions and following CDC guidelines on social distancing. Finally, I would like to reassure everyone that though this is a stressful situation, and one that we will all be dealing with for the next couple months, things will get better. It is important that you remember 80% of the people who test positive for this virus will experience minor to moderate symptoms. These symptoms on their own do not require hospitalization and can be handled at home. If you are experiencing flu-like symptoms, please remember the following. First, isolate yourself within your home away from other family members. And second, contact your primary care doctor or an immediate care facility and follow their direction. Please understand, the fire department ambulance crews are not able to provide any testing, and being transported by ambulance to the hospital will not guarantee testing will occur. Testing for COVID-19 is stringently regulated by healthcare facilities, so just because you feel ill does not mean you will be tested. The best thing is to self-isolate and contact your family doctor.
I'm Brad Bohner with the City of Elgin Health Department. Remember, the best way to prevent illness is to avoid exposure to the coronavirus. So avoid close contact with people who are sick. Wash your hands often with soap and hot water for at least 20 seconds. If hand washing is not available, use a hand sanitizer. And avoid touching your eyes, nose, mouth, and with your unwashed hands. The governor of Illinois announced yesterday that all bars and restaurants in Illinois must close by the end of business hours today, March 16th, through the end of the month. Drive-through and curbside pickup of food from restaurants can continue, so you can still support your local restaurants in that manner. Our partners at the Explore Elgin Area Tourism Bureau, the Downtown Neighborhood Association, and Elgin Area Chamber have put together a list of restaurants offering those options. Visit cityofelgin.org/to-go.
Good afternoon. I'm Police Chief Anna Lalley. As Chief Cagann mentioned, each day you will be receiving a briefing on the City of Elgin's response to COVID-19. To start with, social distancing is important for all of us. Beginning today, in order to gain entry to the police department's lobby, you will need to use the telephone in the vestibule to make contact with us. At that time, we may be asking a series of questions. These include asking about foreign travels in the past 14 days, contact with foreign travelers, and the presence of flu-like symptoms, or if anyone in your home has flu-like symptoms. As mentioned last week, when you initiate phone contact with the department, you may be provided with reporting methods other than an in-person response. This will now continue through May 15th and applies only if the situation you're calling for fits within established guidelines and the situation is not an emergency. Examples include burglary to vehicles, theft, and property damage, just to name a few. All public safety community events have been postponed through May 15th, but this timeline is subject to change depending on the evolving circumstances of COVID-19. We will be planning Facebook Live events each week to engage with our community. This is in an effort to ensure that we are providing the best possible service and that we are addressing your needs and concerns during this time. Dates and times for these events will be posted in the near future. We are also taking steps to safeguard a healthy work environment, internally and externally. You may see officers wearing any of the following personal protective equipment items: gloves, a disposable gown, a face mask, and/or protective eyewear. Personal protective equipment may also be provided to people first responders come into contact with if they are exhibiting signs of illness. We know this is a challenging time for our community, and we want to let you know that as a city, we remain prepared and proactive in the health and safety needs of Elgin residents. We ask that during this time you take care of each other, stay healthy, and stay informed. Thank you. And here's Chief Cagann once more.
So in closing, I would just like to reiterate that if you are feeling ill and experiencing flu-like symptoms, to first isolate yourself within your home away from family members. A good location for self-isolation inside your home would be a bedroom that has an attached bathroom, if at all possible. The second step would be to contact your primary health care provider or an immediate care center to gain more guidance on what to do immediately. Also, you can please check the cityofelgin.org website for the most current up-to-date information on what the city is doing during this situation. We will be back tomorrow with another daily update.